Welcome to today's Love Island update, guys. Some interesting news for you coming right up, but I have a question for you. How much do you like Love Island? Do you like Love Island enough to watch an entire channel devoted to nothing but Love Island? Because that's what's coming your way, especially if you don't live in the UK, but as this is associated with Prime Video, I assume it'll be coming our way in the UK as well. This is indeed a new channel that's going to launch called World of Love Island. Okay, have a look at the press release with me. I'm not joking, this is actually true. Following a huge summer of love for ITV Studios' award and ratings-winning juggernaut dating format Love Island, Zoo 55, part of ITV Studios, is launching a new World of Love Island fast channel for US audiences on Prime Video. A curated schedule of full episodes from the addictive Love Island UK seasons 3 and 5 and Love Island Australia seasons 1 and 2, totaling 300 plus hours, will run on the fast channel accessible on Prime Video. Graham Haig, COO Zoo 55, said Love Island continues to go from strength to strength as one of the biggest global formats. We're delighted to be building on this with the exclusive launch of World of Love Island, one of the most eagerly anticipated fast channels in the US. So it's not like every single season of Love Island jammed into one particular area. It's curated a bit like a museum. And you don't really associate the words Love Island with a museum. But it's basically taking bits and pieces and putting it together to make a cohesive channel that anyone can drop in and out of. 300 plus hours of Love Island. Now, I personally think this is just the beginning. So I do think this is the start of something that they've probably wanted to do for so long, because I reckon, guys, all the different formats of Love Island are an attempt to create a vast amount of content, and that vast amount of content has to go somewhere, and a non-stop 24-hour Love Island channel seems to be the place they're aiming for. That way the show is constantly on all over the world if it's accessible by the internet and there's no copyright barriers. So Love Island just doesn't stop. So wherever you are in the world you can watch All Stars, Games, the normal show, along with various other formats from around the world, and it's continual Love Island 24/7. I think this is just the beginning. This will be US to start off with, then I think gradually Prime will probably open it up to everyone in Europe, and before you know it, Love Island will be just there, everywhere. And it'll make the new seasons even more hotly anticipated because all the old stuff will be readily accessible. Something you're interested in, or something you'd avoid, just like Harry wants to avoid Emma for the rest of his life? Let me know in the comments below if you are the kind of person who would watch a 24/7 Love Island channel. Now, I was just talking about the various Love Island formats, and of course All Stars is being spoken about. Now Games is on, All Stars is being spoken about, and unbelievably, there are strong rumours that apparently, guys, Yasmin is heading in to the All Stars villa next year. This was reported by one of the top showbiz reporters at The Sun who got wind of this. Have a look at her little TikTok.
Guys, Yasmin is in talks for Love Island All Stars. My mind was blown when I read this on our showbiz list here at The Sun this morning for one of my amazing colleagues. I thought, surely not. Like, this drama with Jamie is only just over. Is it over? But ITV have confirmed that there have been discussions with Yasmin's team about whether she'll join All Stars in January, which blew my mind. I was gagged because Yasmin's been going down this fashion route, didn't necessarily think she'd be doing this, but she would be an incredible signing for All Stars because we all loved her, didn't we? So God, this lineup is looking hot, isn't it?
Now, I thought Yasmin wouldn't do something like All Stars. I thought, with her coming out, getting various modelling contracts, etc., that All Stars would be something that perhaps is just not, not her bag. But clearly I'm wrong if she's genuinely considering it. I mean, I have to say, Yasmin and Jamie have really been dining out on their breakup. He's done a video, she's done a video explaining the circumstances of the whole thing. And I have watched both videos and thought, guys, I don't want to be rude, but I think you're overblowing how much people are interested in what actually happened. They've gone to great lengths to clarify that, Yasmin wasn't cheating on Jamie, and Jamie wasn't cross with Yasmin at the end of the NTAs. He just didn't have a lift to get back to where he was staying, and Yasmin, isn't interested in Freddie Fraser, and blah blah. And I thought, I'm really not sure we care that much, and I don't think it warranted two separate videos from both of you telling us. I think just one simple tweet would have been fine, surely. But nevertheless, they've done it, and I guess they're grabbing the news while they can. Do you think Yasmin should go into All Stars? I mean, at this rate, we're going to get Yasmin, we've got Alima apparently going in, we've got Andrada. So the problem is that then what happens is it's not All Stars, it just becomes a Season 12 reunion, which is basically like watching a poor man's rerun of Season 12. So I do think if you get too many people from one season in All Stars, it weighs too heavy, and it's just like, well, I don't see the point, there's no variety in this show. I thought the whole point of the All Stars format was you could get anyone, yeah, from any season, from any period, assuming they're willing to do it. And that's what makes it so interesting. But, alas, it probably won't turn out that way. Yasmin in All Stars, do you want her? Yes or no? Please write your comments below. But let's be nice, we don't want to sound like she's just a commodity, because she's not, is she? But Ben is. I'm joking, Ben isn't. But Ben was on a live stream last night with Tommy and a few others, Andrada and Blue joined in, and I think, guys, Ben is pretty keen still on Alima.
Hey, what were you saying? You're going to thingy on Sunday?
Fuck off, Ben.
Good. I might have to come now.
No, I am going.
I'll see you there.
He's definitely
Are
coming.
you going for me or Alima? Because I'm confused.
I'm going for Alima, but I'll see you there though.
Oh.
So there he is admitting he's going to an event specifically for Alima. So I think Ben has still got Alima in his sights, and I thought in the back of my mind I kind of had this idea that they were kind of dating anyway, but clearly I was misinformed. So Ben is going to obviously attempt to shoot his shot at whatever event he's going to, and it's probably a very important event up there with the recent presidential visit of Donald Trump. So it's probably they're going to a royal banquet or something like that, and maybe there he's going to try once again to get with Alima. He also claimed that Yasmin liked him a lot, guys. In another video he said that during the heart rate challenge that Yasmin jumped on top of him and bit him and all this kind of stuff in a fun, romantic, sexy way, of course, not just because she was hungry. And he says that wasn't shown on TV. So there we go. A lot of things we missed.
Yasmin, yeah, at the end of the heart rate challenge, when we and her had an argument, come and got me, dashed me on the floor, got on top of me and started biting off my neck. So you lot don't see shit. That's all I'm going to say.
And on the subject of missing things, Harrison did an interview. I think it was an interview for some club opening somewhere in Liverpool. And he was asked some poignant and pointed questions about his time in the villa. And you'd have thought Lauren would have come up. But she didn't. Not once. So let's have a look at the first pointed question that maybe should have had Lauren in the answer somewhere.
If you had to relive one day in the villa, what would it be?
I'd either say between the day that all the boys went to Casa or the heart rate challenge. I think both of them days stood out to me. And I think Casa, I think all the boys have been anticipating it for a while. And then obviously the heart rate challenge as well. I was so nervous going into it. And then I feel like when you're out there, you just do your own thing. So I definitely want to redo it.
So notice, reliving one day in the villa, he doesn't choose, well, I'd love to relive the day I met Lauren. That's not there at all. He chooses Casa Amor and all that kind of stuff, a heart rate challenge. Okay, he's entitled to do that, but you'd have thought he'd have just snuck a little Lauren mention in there. Then he's asked if he's going to head back to America at all, and he says no, he's going to remain in the UK for a little bit of time, until at least November. But he doesn't cite one of his reasons for staying as being Lauren.
Are you planning on going back to America, or is there anything America involved anytime soon, or is it UK based now?
At the moment, I'm definitely UK based. Obviously, after the show, I want to stay in UK for a little bit. I think maybe in New Year, maybe I'll head back out there again. I think I'm going out there to visit in November, see all the boys and stuff like that from my team, and maybe decide at the start of next year.
I mean, it's a natural answer, isn't it? Well, I'm going to stay in the UK for a little bit longer because my family's here, and of course, Lauren is here. The woman I met on Love Island. I left the villa early to be with her, so I'm going to spend time with Lauren. He doesn't mention that at all. He just I mean, honestly, you wouldn't know from watching this video that Harrison had a girlfriend at all. So there we go. She was mysteriously unmentionable in this particular clip. And as I said in my previous video, I think there's nothing really going on there. I think it's all done. But I don't think they can think of an appropriate time of when to tell the public, because they know, guys, that the nation will weep when they announce they are no longer together. Now, that is your stuff for today. That's what's going on in the Love Island world. And there is also, by the way, I should say, we did predict it a few weeks ago, but apparently it's true that Casey really might be going in to Love Island Games, guys. Apparently he's in holding in Fiji, and he might enter the actual villa. And yeah, there we go. So, don't know how he's done it, but there he is. I mean, I think by the time I'm retired, Casey will still be attempting to go on Love Island. And more power to him. There you go. So that's it for today, guys. I've got to go. You've got to go. We've got stuff to do. Thanks as always for watching, and I'll catch you later.